Just FYI, James, your mic is muted on OBS. And with that, welcome to this week's PRL Week in Review. I am Cameron Hart, driving to number 3.
Dakota Nichols, driver of the 24.
And James Jackson, driver of the 29. It's not my mic. I don't use that aux portion anymore, so
Well,
we're good.
you can see how that would be confusing. Anyway, all right, this week, double feature. We're going to split these up, but we're going to go ahead and cover Auto Club first from last week.
Yeah, we'll breeze through Auto Club. We were gonna talk to Jared, but it seems like he's gonna unfortunately have to miss the interview. So that's on us for not getting it done last week. But yeah, any quick thoughts on Auto Club before we cover it?
It races a lot better than I remember.
Yeah, I mean, I had a blast. That was a lot of fun, I thought.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun until I didn't, until I realized I wasn't going to make it to the end. But yeah, it was fun. I thought it raced pretty well. I honestly wasn't expecting it. It felt like it raced a lot different than Michigan did for the Holiday Dash, and I wasn't expecting that.
Well, that's the tires. That's the old worn out surface at Auto Club versus the last 10 years repaved Michigan. But no, I had fun with it. I it's hard to tell whether it's just the car is more fun to drive than last year's or if the track was truly that much fun. But having a blast in this car and um kind of glossed over it, but welcome back to the show for the first time this season, Dakota.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while.
All right.
I'm excited to be back. Hopefully, I'll be here for more weeks than not. But it's always a good time hanging out with y'all, kind of recapping stuff. And I mean, I really missed it.
But I am glad that we don't have to talk about a Dakota win, at least for this first half hour or so as we go over Auto Club after having to do so with the Clash and the Daytona 250. So
Not yet.
with
Not
that,
yet.
with that, let's go into some race recap, I guess, huh?
Yeah, let's get it.
I only saw Miguel drive it though. I didn't actually get anyone else driving.
Well, let's kill that. There we go. Right. Brody Moore on the pole. Dakota, this is where you snuck in at the last second, right?
Yeah, I gridded with 5 seconds left to grid. Barely made it to the start. We did make it. But I just preemptively took a EOL penalty 1 week ahead of time. Just want to know Cameron's blinking. I gotta hear about mine all the time. So
I never got any complaints during the race, so must just be a recording issue, you know.
right.
Sure, it's my fault. Yep, got it.
Yep. It's that Ohio internet.
That's what everyone says, huh?
It's just targeting its neighbor in Indiana. That's it. Nobody else.
I don't know how much we want to cover. I don't remember exactly when the yellows fell on this one.
I think the first one's like lap 12. Everything's pretty much already single file here.
Would like to point out for this race, myself, Dakota, Griffin, and Miguel are running on little sleep, given we just finished up the Daytona 24 this morning, or that morning.
Yeah, it was that's the reason I was late. Tried to get a little power nap in before this race and almost didn't make it. It was a rough weekend, but it was fun.
Yeah, you guys brought home the premier Porsche and P4 for GT, so that was a good result for you guys and made us look pretty good. A bunch of oval guys running an endurance race.
Yeah, a little out of our league. Did our thing for sure.
For you guys, I don't know what your guys' thoughts were coming into it with tire wear. And you guys might not have had much knowledge or forethought because of the prepping for the 24, but I was surprised they held on like they did. I mean, they were important, but and maybe it was just the heat cycles when we get to the yellows, but I know there's a point where I'm the last guy on the original tires, and I held on okay. I got my my point for my 3-lap sled battle in Dakota, and it was a while before I really fell out of the top 5.
I didn't have anything to go off of. I didn't practice, so not only did I grid last second, but I turned my first laps of the week when we took the green. So I was kind of really not even pushing as hard as I could in the back. Like, I think at this point I've probably passed 2 cars, just because I'm trying to see how hard the tires are gonna wear, all that stuff, and
Yeah, we see you
I'm still
lurking
in the
back there.
I'm still in the back, just trying to take my time, learn the tires as I go. So
Griffin does point out that some of you guys got more sleep than others.
I wonder who that was.
All right, now. I would like to point out I had to do 3 stints on Saturday before I got any sleep, so I did not get much sleep the Friday night before, so cut me some slack.
Yeah, you gotta get that Rainbow Siege 6 in there before the 24 at 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, for sure.
I was expecting to not do the first stint of the day and get some more sleep, but that didn't pan out.
All right, let's skip ahead here. Find some. All right, we got a caution. Of course, as soon as I start skipping. Oh, this is me. That's right. Or kinda. Almost disaster.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Can't believe that 29 car came off the wall like that.
Yeah, I know. What was I thinking? But I will pat myself on the back a little bit. I was same angle as DJ, and I saved it. DJ opened a
He
lawn
did
mowing
too.
service.
Oh no, he did not. Never mind. As we come back,
Yeah, I think I remember from this race. I saw him spin to the inside, and I'm like, "Do you need the caution?" And then I just hear Dakota, "Throw the caution! Throw the caution! He's coming back up with the crack."
I want to say he slid up right in front of me.
It had to have been close because you were in that second group of cars.
Yeah, pretty much in front of everybody in that second group. And I saw Jim scoot by. I don't think we get another one right away. But I do love how bouncy the cars were and how the sparks were flying every lap.
Yeah, we were going fast, but sparks flying and all that makes it feel like you're going even faster.
Well, then the sun would kind of duck behind the clouds and turns 3 and 4, and the sparks would get even brighter. But
Yeah, it was. Shout out Brody though, right here. Brody was fast from what I could tell the whole session.
yeah, he was very fast. Set a very fast pole lap. Jared was also fast. Steven was fast. Oh, that's what it is. I didn't recognize Devin because he's got the 60 now. It's no longer the old Terry Labonte Kellogg's Grinch car. So that was, yeah, Devin was very fast too.
Yep.
As we'll find.
Really see the lane choice for the leaders come into effect during this race. I think leader pretty much chose the outside line every single time.
Yeah, for sure. And then if you were lucky enough to have a teammate in fourth, it was made for a good restart for you.
Or if you got lucky enough and your teammate took it 3 wide.
Well, that too.
Mhm.
Jump ahead here. Okay, so here we have first real decision on pits. This is lap 15. I don't know what the yellow is for. Should have gone back and looked, but we'll just skip ahead. You see Griffin fakes him out. Here comes Dakota and Cam. So it's about a 50-50 split. Maybe a little more pit than not.
I think it was a lot of mind games.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I waited to the last second so Griffin would pull back out. But he was probably already going to pull back out.
Yeah, he was trying to get Brody to go, trying to bring whoever he could with him.
The move was definitely not to pit here, though. That's what I think.
I don't know if Kyle took no tires or just rights, but he gains a bunch of spots.
Yeah, that was, what, 10th to...
Well, fine. Second off pit road, but he is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12. Looks like 12th. Trying to see on my screen. 13th. And he comes out
7th?
8th.
8th
Eighth.
place. Yeah. So I would imagine either no tires or just rights. But like here's what I'm talking about with I was 4th after the pit cycle, Griffin P1. You give a little countdown and I was able to shove him and we're clear long before 1.
Yeah. We do get a caution here because by this point I learned the tires, so I go from
Yeah, look at you right up the middle.
right up the middle all the way under DJ.
Speaking of DJ. Oh, and Kyle, who we just highlighted.
There's a lot
About
of
half
people.
the field. I was going to say about half the field there.
Yeah. And then this was interesting. Under that yellow.
Not a whole lot of teamwork going on in this race. Or tonight, as we'll discover.
I mean, could he have waited any longer?
Surprised he didn't get an unsafe pit entry. For
If
hitting
he
the
would
grass
have,
there.
if he would have gone 4 feet further, he would have gotten it. Oh, he touched the grass though. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, we were debating it, and then he, at the last second, I'm going. Awesome. Thanks.
It was definitely at the last second. He about spun himself out trying to get there.
Griffin said he was making up his mind.
Well, glad somebody did. But yeah, so then I get the teammate restart from my dad, from Jim. Pretty good job out of him.
Oh yeah, I mean, like you said, if you had a teammate behind you on the restarts here, it was make or break.
I mean, we don't need to point out the fact that there was teammates lined up on the inside line as well.
Right, but I've got control. I know Jim and I know exactly when I'm going. You guys have to time it. And it's hard to tell you guys are teammates since you're rocking a Toyota.
That's what I'm saying. I could have swore you were teammates with Brody right here.
What is this? Premium
It's funny, seeing the next
Motorsports.
race, you would think I wasn't.
You guys look like Ross Chastain era Premium Motorsports or Rick Ware Racing or something with your
See, that's precedent.
multi-manufacturers.
Rick Ware Racing is crazy.
That's precedent, you know?
Whoa, skip ahead a little bit. 'Cause I think we get to green flag pit stops here.
Yes,
believe
yeah,
so.
the runway do.
We'll go back to the front though because got our usual suspects. Dakota from the rear. Brody was, I mean, all race long up front.
Yeah, and Devin's there.
Devin's
who we were
there
just-
all race long. Cam's there until what 10 laps in when you'd wear the tires out.
I
Yeah.
smacked the wall, gave myself wheel damage.
We'll key on you, Cam, so that'll kind of clue us in as to when. Oh, it looks like you got your wheel damage already.
Yeah, it happened.
Fenders
Right,
up.
as soon as it happened, I just dropped anchor.
Yeah, you got that little parachute on the right front.
Yep. Had to slow way down for the corners, just not able to get it quite turned into the corner like I wanted to.
Yeah, you lose all that side force on the outside of the car. And
Actually glad that you stayed out as long as you did, though, because it allowed me to pit with you and not lose as much time as I might have if I had to pit alone.
yeah,
As well as you pit pretty soon after you pass me here, and so
yeah.
don't lose as much time with the damage as I might have otherwise, despite losing a straightaway of time.
I know Griffin gets wheel damage. I'd be right there. Yep. Okay. So it's gonna be next lap we pit. I know he felt bad about that. Collecting Brody in it.
Yeah, because I think before that, man, like I was having to work to keep Brody behind me.
A little cross team manipulation here.
Accidentally, yeah. I mean, Devin never really came off my back bumper either, though.
No, he had this place. He's got this place figured out or something. Yeah. So here comes Griffin. Use that fast repair. And Miguel hot on his tail. Me and Cameron.
Miguel's signature locking it up. As I'm doing the same thing.
yeah.
Except worse.
Where are you going?
Hot kettle
Yeah,
out of that
Hey.
3 car back there.
didn't get any black flags.
I don't know how. I feel like we went back and looked, and it was you were definitely hot across the line. Hold on. 52. What was it? It was speed limit's 55, so you're good. Never mind.
So I thought it was closer than that, but
But yeah, it starts the cycle of green flag pit stops, and think-
wonderful California sun. You can barely tell which car is which.
start getting everybody react. I do
Wait,
I didn't know
believe-
what-
ends up staying out for another like 10 laps or so.
Yeah, so me and Cameron were talking about it the whole time about, like, I was going to run my fuel out.
Yeah, it looks
And
like
then you start lapping yourself.
nobody comes on the first lap. But then I think whenever we start posting lap times,
Yeah, that's what it is. And a couple of them wait till I come too. They were just kind of watching me.
yeah, here comes Griffin and Miguel off of pit road. But I know I was the 5th car lap down after I pitted, and I unlapped myself before you hit pit road, so
Yeah.
pace was there on the tires. Yeah, it looks like this Devin pitted here. Is that Brody there as well? Yeah, Brody pits. And Jim. And you can see, we'll watch Griffin go to work on Jared here.
That makes motorsports with no cohesion for the pit stops all race.
Well, I ran my tank dry for my first pit stop. Jared gets his doors blown off and hits pit road. Brings his teammate with him. That's a weird thing. That must be nice.
Hey, and I think Kyle, he wasn't at this point, but that's also your teammate now. So
Yes, yeah.
I'll be looking, dude. Honestly, so we've been talking about Chris. What Chris, man?
Yeah. A lot of guys, man. A lot of guys really surprising in this car.
It's
But
a good car. I feel like it's more up to the driver what happens than it is just the car sucking.
Right. You're not running 100 qualifying laps. You actually have to take
Yeah.
care of it. But like when we get to stats later, it'll be evident as we look at the points and the stats, just what some of these guys are doing that weren't in the league last year and really showing out to start this season.
Oh yeah.
Griffin unlaps himself with Miguel coming behind.
I think this right here is when I was like, okay, I'm not gonna be able to run the tank dry.
Which will be a factor later.
Yes. I think I pit this time because you were gonna catch me coming off.
No, we got one more for sure. Because I'm not there yet.
I think you get there because I come to pit. I think that's what it is. Or not.
Stays out.
I probably should have pit a lap sooner.
Yeah, you probably should have. Because I know we were catching you. That this pack I was leading was catching the pack of you, Griffin, and Miguel. And I asked Griffin, I'm like, are we flying or are you guys managing? And Griffin was still managing tires at that point. Just doing enough to stay in front of Miguel. Here comes the 24.
I almost cooked pit entry too because I didn't realize how close it was.
Yeah, at least I had wheel damage.
Yeah, well, so I slowed down on the apron and I was like, man, I got a long way to go. I did not have a long way to go.
So now now that I'm back on the lead lap, I go into fuel and tire management and I let Brody take the reins. Doesn't do me any good being in third or fourth.
No.
We'll jump ahead.
I didn't feel like I could save anything. As far as fuel goes, tires, yeah.
Now, fuel was hard to save.
I think the draft, like you're using right there, is
You just have to lift a little bit earlier, but then you run into losing too much time.
yeah.
That's
I went into full-fledged Superman mode trying to catch back up to y'all after my pit stop. Oh, there I am.
and you've done it. It wasn't actually that quick, it just felt that quick.
Yeah.
Is this where I can point out that you're blinking?
Yeah, there it is.
Right, and then we're gonna run into some issues here.
Gonna be with Richard, yeah. Oh no, we're accidentally spoiling his paint scheme.
Yeah. Yeah, Richard has updated his paint for the Atlanta throwback race, and we'll highlight it more later, but got the Junior Johnson Holly Farms throwback. And he went to serve a black flag.
Probably just doesn't see people behind him coming, maybe.
Yeah. Certainly not noticing the speed difference. A nice save.
Pretty well.
Hidden tree, though.
A nice save. I would imagine a little hot. No.
No, that was just 10 out of 10.
Nicely done.
I could have just kept going.
So that brings out a yellow.
I think that's probably why he stopped, is so it'd bring out the yellow.
I think he was out before he even was done spinning.
Oh,
From what I
manual
remember.
flag.
It was a manual flag.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Oh, we've missed something with Griffins.
Oh, that was I want to say y'all mentioned this because he tried to follow the line I was running and it did not.
Oh yes, yes. Right before the yellow comes out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're back on this lap as we're passing Richard on pit exit. Which, by the way, his yellow or his black flag stems from that right there.
Just barely. Oh,
Unsafe,
more there.
unsafe exit.
Yeah. Because I remember diving down into the corner and I was like, "Oh, he's coming on the track. Oh God."
I remember even from up top being like, that looks like that's going to be a problem. But yeah, we trying to learn a thing or two. And
You see, but you know what the difference in the way him trying to follow my line and I want you to go back here. Look at the way I enter the corner. That's snatch versus gradual.
I don't think you can say that on this. Yeah, no, that's how I ran qualifying, was like aggressively to the apex.
Yeah. Oh, if you snapped it in, you'd get
Mhm.
on the right rear.
Yeah. But you get in that wake and you push, and then I get in Griffin's wake and push, and
Yeah.
we both. That's teammates right there. I don't know about you guys, but I followed him into the depths of hell. He got it worse though. I didn't have any wheel damage.
Yeah. Yeah. You got it way worse.
Very fortunate timing with the yellow. Thank you, Cameron, for running Richard over.
Glad to be of service.
Yeah.
Multi-team collusion.
Everybody hits pit road.
Well, there's definitely no collusion between underdog racing drivers.
Oh, there's none of that.
I don't even think you're going to accuse us of that.
Could, but I don't think it'd be very fruitful. Working. We got 40 laps to go here, but this does set up our gym with a third gear restart.
Yeah.
We do
I
run.
think the last laps of this race is right.
Yeah. I was just going to go to our next yellow, which is our final yellow, and creates the drama. it's this one. I think this is the lap. Yep.
Oh, bad push.
Yeah, I think Cam got a run on me and had to lift, which made Devin have to lift as Steven was coming up, and you can see the puff of smoke from Cameron scraping the fence, and I think it's just accordion, much like we had at Daytona.
Yeah. A little bit less cars involved in this one.
Yeah.
Griffin's having a bad night here.
Yep. And if I remember correctly, he was told they couldn't fix any more damage. He'd already used the fast repair, and he did what they could.
Yeah.
So, but here's decision time for everybody. Working lap 70, or going to be working lap 70. And that is not enough, or too many laps for the tank of fuel. Or, no, 63 where we pitted last time was too many laps for a tank of fuel.
Yeah.
So we were all banking on another one.
Yeah, I was 100% like, we're going to wreck again.
And I foolishly
I
didn't.
thought I
I
thought
foolishly
I
didn't
could make
go.
it, but it was close.
Yeah, I mean, we were very close, Cam. About 2 miles short.
Well, you were 2 miles short. You were able to at least roll it across the line. I was gonna run out last lap. Or before the last lap.
But I had an extra set laying there, and I don't know why I didn't go.
No, you should have. The only reason me and Cam stay out is one set of tires left.
Right. It's just a little paralysis by overanalysis on my end. We were discussing it. And knew Griffin was going because of damage. I think Jim went because he was towards the back anyway. But we can we'll jump ahead. Oh, here we can. Oh, my goodness! One of these days I'll figure all this out. Griffin, his last set of tires knocks the wall down and Brody down again. That is a broken left front suspension. That ends the sixes night.
Yeah, Griffin and the turn 4 wall were not friends.
Oh.
That really finished it off if it wasn't already done.
That should have been the yellow we needed, guys.
Yeah, because if we get a yellow there, I actually pit.
Yeah.
See, I didn't even know any of that happened.
Me either.
I didn't know what happened to Griffin.
I knew he broke. I just thought he limped back.
You know, I can sit here and say that I pit there and things are different, but we could all pit right there on that, and then we have 3 more cautions and the fuel never mattered.
Right. And like you said, I was banking on at least one more. Hell, I was banking on 2 more. I was trying to take my second to last set when you guys took your last one, and then hopefully get a late one and have 10 lap fresher tires than you guys or something for the last 5 laps.
Yeah, because that would have made a big difference.
Yeah. You can test one now.
Devin's going to get out here and lead this thing.
He was impressive all race long. And he went up and took it from you. I don't know if you were already in fuel save at that point or...
So he took tires.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah. Now, granted, I mean, not to discredit him. I mean, he was already there, and then the tire disparity just propelled him.
Yeah. Same thing for Jared. He's hung around that top 5 to 7 all night, and then as tires and fuel became a factor, he took over. And I'm gonna show somebody else leading for once.
Look at Devin, not the spin gate. Brandon, the spin gate. Just talking about it. Griffin should have spun out when he broke the right front.
Yeah.
Hey man, your arm's itching, right?
Wait, is this breaking news? New paint scheme for Devin, which love the Premier logo. But did we know about this? The Entitled World?
Mm,
Oh, he's I think we did know about this. Hold on.
you go. You're holding something back?
I'm removing my backlight. I don't think you can see me anyway. Let me see something.
Because oh no,
I might have-
we did know this. We did know this. Yeah, they signed
Yeah.
after the Phoenix race.
Yeah.
I knew somebody did. I forgot it was Devin.
How many cars is that now?
3, I think. Brody,
3,
Miguel, and Devin.
They can fit one more.
Griffin could not turn enough to spin if he wanted to.
That's just not good enough education.
Was that a combination of dedication and education?
Oh. I thought I'd just seen Devin respond to this, but he was in a different server. Oh, Miguel's trying to steal Griffin it live public.
Trying to capitalize off the beef that they had
I
from
was
this
trying to
race.
back door. He's
Oh.
trying to front door.
The beef is overstated. There is no beef.
Little
We-
damage control going on here.
No, Griffin and I are kindred spirits. We're both geriatric and Blue Jays fans, so Miguel cannot drive a wedge between us.
Dang, glad y'all ran out of fuel is crazy.
Especially when I'm in the y'all.
That's insane.
Here comes the 24 back.
I mean, at least we
Yeah,
finished
so
the race,
this
maybe?
was kind of like what you were talking about earlier. I was trying to save a little bit. When I realized I wasn't gonna make it, I just chined again.
Yeah. I thought as soon as I realized I wasn't gonna make it, about 5 laps to go, I was going half throttle down the straightaways and clutching through 75% of the corners.
Yeah, I mean it
Just
was.
trying.
This was just me already having a win. I was like, well, if we do get a caution late, I want to be the first one on pit road, so I'm just gonna start pushing again and go get it.
Oh, Griffin, what do you have to offer, Miguel?
Interesting.
Oh,
You know who's not getting sticker tires next race?
Budget cuts, man, you know? So,
JD Motorsports, except we have
yeah,
options.
I was about to make the same comment. Oh, man.
oh, there's the back pedal.
Yeah,
All right.
you're gonna have them scratching in the pits, man. Y'all got any of them sticker tires?
Dakota back to the point.
And praying for a caution because I wanted to pit from the lead.
Yeah.
Which, honestly, looking back on it, if I didn't push to pass Devin back, I might would have made it. But then I don't win anyway. So.
You had less fuel than I did. You were never going to make it.
Yeah, because I know.
You see me already half throttle down the straightaways.
Yeah,
What?
that's what I'm saying. I had less fuel with 0 attempt to save it.
Well, I knew Miguel made you run harder than you wanted to the run before this, and I had given up third. I was just trying to stay tucked in there and save. I knew you weren't gonna make it. You were same lap as me. Miguel was same lap as me, so I was content to push him, make him break through the wind and use more fuel.
Yeah. And in a way, I kind of feel bad about it, kind of don't. Me racing Devin right here on these old tires might be the reason you see Jared creeping in the frame.
I mean, I'm sure Devin doesn't have any hard feelings about it. He's racing for the win.
Maybe. Except I'm racing for the win knowing if it doesn't go yellow, I'm about to pit.
Yeah.
But, like I told you in Cameron, rolling over should be your last decision.
Yeah, that's what I started doing when I was clearly going to be a lap and a half short.
Yeah.
I was rooting for y'all to wreck.
We tried to a couple times. You gave me a little bump on the center right there.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
I'm just, me and Cameron are talking this whole time right here. I'm like, somebody's got a wreck, dude.
I had told Griffin to loop around and throw debris down.
Throw the water bottle out the window.
Yeah, I limped that thing around, and he made it back to pit road and had 30 minutes of repairs, so
Yeah.
he wasn't
But,
coming back out.
It's something that the three of us kind of worked on in the off season with Auto Club and Pocono being the same fuel percentage as like a Charlotte. And of course, if the cautions fall differently, this doesn't happen. But we got the fuel mileage at this track at least, like we wanted it to be.
Yeah, and that's the point. Like, it's if it goes green the entire way, it's not going to be a fuel mileage race. If you get the caution fast, it's not going to be a fuel mileage race. But if you get the caution at the right time, you have to make a decision.
Right, and I think if we ran 75%, I think if we ran the 85 that we were planning on running,
It's not a
we all would have been fine.
yeah, it's not a conversation.
So we'll see. Kind of makes me excited for Pocono. It'll, if you get a perfect caution somewhere, just like, you need the caution. It can happen at any track, but caution fall at the right lap, and now you're thinking about it.
And it's going to be an extra layer to that's the opening round of the bracket challenge.
Yeah.
So you're going to have 16 guys if we get a fuel mileage race that have to think about more than just race win potentially.
Oh, exactly. I think our best racing will probably be during the bracket challenge, because not only is you're thinking about winning a race, but now, okay, I've got to beat the 60 car this week. And, you could have as I come to pit here, you could have
Miguel.
Miguel almost died behind me. Yeah. You got it down to speed.
And now the race is on for a new winner.
For the win.
For a new winner in the PRL.
Yeah.
Or me, but my fuel mileage isn't. My fuel mileage is not looking great.
And, like we talked about earlier in the race, two guys, I mean, they're both looking for their first win. They're hungry, but, I mean, these two were top 5 even before the last pit stop.
Yeah. Yeah, they were up in the top half of the field all night long.
As we come out of the pits right here behind them. We are going to see me do something that is probably going to be frowned upon here in a couple laps. We'll get there when we get there.
Do we need to deduct points? Do we need a massive penalty? Just breaking it as well?
But
I'm
given
down.
the situation, it will probably be frowned upon. but it's okay.
Jared with fresher tires didn't have to use them racing you.
No. And so he's coming, and he really puts himself in the power position, gets the outside. Devin's going to have the short way around.
But the run off, especially off a 2 from the top, is just, there's nothing you can do about it.
No, there isn't.
I mean, he's clear by a car.
Yeah. Here comes the fresh tires. Not racing for the win. However, I'm trying to unlap myself before a caution comes out. And here I come.
No, there's nothing wrong with that.
3 wide.
Nothing wrong with
3
that.
wide. Unlapping myself.
I see no problem with that. Other than
We have no problem with Dakota going 30 wide, but you need a caution.
now, if you would have wrecked Jared or Devin, then it still wouldn't have been anything wrong, but it would have been like, come on, use your head. You're better than that. But the only other thing you could have done is if you wanted to just pin yourself back there and hold Miguel back, hoping for the yellow, and you'd be the only one that gets the lap back. But
True. White flag coming. There's only going to be 2 cars. Mono e mono for their first win in PRL. They're both going to hit the high side. And Devin is trying to hit that cut down line. It was really working earlier on in the race. A little bit of a run down the back. Nothing crazy. We'll see what the draft does here. And right here, you just got to drive it in as hard as you can and hope you get there. And it's not going to be enough.
nothing to hang his head about. Heck of a run. Jared just took advantage of not having to race as hard.
Right.
He was able to ride behind me and Miguel until he wanted to go. And Kitties and Beer gets their first win in the PRL. This is where I wish we could interview Jared. Chris made it sound like it's the first.
Just going to make sure real quick.
Chris made it sound like it was his first league win ever. I know he wasn't able to grab a FNX win when we were in there with him, but
Oh, he had one.
I think he does have an FNX one.
Yes. I think he had one in that spring to summer season.
I know Chris won the Daytona race.
Here, I'm double checking some stats real quick.
The little engine that couldn't. Ran out coming into the white.
Maybe he didn't.
Chris made it sound like he had been knocking on the door for a long time, and
Well, the reason I thought he did is to start the last FNX season. Me and him finished 1, 2, 3 weeks in a row.
Did you win that Charlotte race that you guys wrecked out of?
No.
what was his name?
He finished second in
Jonathan.
that one too.
Jonathan. Shoot. Jonathan Reddick won the one that Dakota crashed out of.
Yeah.
I finished second in that one.
Oh, okay. So I think Jared might finish third.
Maybe not. I'm not seeing one of any of the stats, but I guess not. But regardless, that was a hell of a run to be there at the end. Burning it down.
Not a rookie at the burnouts, that's for sure.
No, he's done that before.
And most importantly, ends Dakota's reign of terror and bid for a perfect season.
We tried.
Thank
Like Cameron
God it
told me
ended
that
week
way.
2.
After winning
Okay, yeah, that was
sweeping speed
Jared's-
weeks.
Hold on, we have confirmation. That is
It
Jared's
is Jared's first one. Second win for Kitties and Beer.
Yep. Chris had the first one. Yep. That's what it is.
Cameron,
And then I don't know
Not
what's
a-
going on back
not a
It
fan.
legitimately on my screen. Legitimately, there was nobody behind James. So I'm like, damn, he just abandoned him. Nope, that's not what happened.
there. Yeah, that's what they all say. Look at this. Look at this guy.
Hey, my streams are public. You can go back and look at them.
I'll have you know, wrecking after the checkered flag is a punishable offense, sir.
Oh, in that case, I have some retroactive penalties to make.
All right, so that ends Auto Club. We'll real quickly, like go over some stats. Maybe. There we go. So here was the point standings after Auto Club Race 2. Brody with a strong performance leaps Dakota for the points lead. Jared up to third. Kyle Kendall there fourth. Anything stand out to you guys other than the aforementioned Jared, Kyle, Devin?
What stands out is a spelling mistake on Jared's name.
You did not have to point that out. You are right, but
Now I gotta
You did
check
not.
the other one.
you-
Jared, my bad.
good
Man.
lord. I would acknowledge
Ogletree.
if you didn't say anything, but now we're here. No, so what stood out to me is 2 weeks into the season, Jim Jackson is still top 5 in points.
Yeah, no, that's very.
In a very punishing point system.
Only 24 points back too.
That's pretty impressive. You know, it started with his last season, which is not even 6 months at this point. That's pretty impressive.
Wins 2
Yeah,
days
I mean,
after getting us his setup.
Winning, and now, granted, like Cameron said, I mean, he won his very first race with us, and now everything else is kind of expected. But
All right, let's get off this spelling mistake. Sorry, Jared. It's right on this one.
it is right on that one.
Just a little extra L because he was handing L's out on Sunday. But yeah, so as we sit after Auto Club, 2 locked in. Be a third with the bracket champ, and got the GLM cars straddling the elimination line. Cam worked your way up from 21st to
something like
15th.
that.
Yeah, something like that. We don't need to talk
But
about.
another thing that jumps out, that's probably what we were going to talk about, but just the surprising fact that 2 of the 3 of us after Auto Club are out.
Yeah, I mean, Cam and I had horrible Daytonas, and then finished
know, it was-
9th and 10th at Auto Club. So
It was just surprising. I just kind of expected us all. That's a compliment. I just would have never thought, kind of thing.
yeah, no, and I don't even know I don't recall if Stephen Parker was in the Auto Club race. Which, if he wasn't, then that's even more impressive after Daytona. But
Yes, he was.
okay,
He was.
yeah,
That was that DuPont car that we were also saying was fast.
Mhm.
gotcha. Okay, but yeah, I mean, these are guys. We ran Holiday Dash with Steven and Devin. They were fast in there. Chris Ellis quietly P8 in points.
I wouldn't even say quietly. I think, I've been racing with Chris a lot. Brought him over from FNX, and he's just slowly but surely has gotten better and better every week.
Oh, and when I say quietly, I just mean like, Jared won. Kyle's been top 5 in both races. Chris didn't have the best Daytona, I don't think, but I think he survived it, and then had a solid run at Auto Club, and he's pretty solidly, sitting there P8 with
Yeah.
wiggle room behind. So Richard quietly right there, right below the cut line. That's just a couple spots. That's the difference there. So
Mhm.
top fives. I'm gonna start getting the Phoenix portion set up, unless we're gonna break. But I mean, not well. There's another error, but that's sweet. Moving along, yeah, like I said, Dakota, you, Brody, and Kyle, top tens in both races. Should have been top five if you didn't have to pit for fuel. 12
Yeah.
drivers, 12 drivers with one top five. Laps led. Jeff, who hasn't run since Daytona, still up there. Same for Ed. Chase, same thing. But yeah, so that's kind of what we got for Auto Club. I don't know if anyone's got any last minute thoughts before we take 5 and switch over to Phoenix coverage.
No, just the fuel. Like I said, we talked about Auto Club and Pocono historically being fuel mileage races, and so as much as I hate kind of, I'm gonna say throwing away a win away. I mean, it wasn't really that. I just made a wrong call, but just having something like that add another layer to the race product is fun, and it's disappointing when you lose that way, but it's also like makes you think about stuff even deeper. And so looking forward to Pocono. I think we're gonna have a lot to talk about when we leave there also.
Well, yeah, and especially when you add in the bracket aspect. We're gonna have
Absolutely.
if we have a caution right outside of the fuel window again, like we did at Auto Club, you're gonna have 16 guys making tough choices or trying to stretch fuel, and eight guys are gonna be disappointed at the end of that one.
Absolutely. Speaking of bracket, do we have like
I got
or
it after the
we'll show it after
Phoenix.
Phoenix?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah.
So
But yeah, I mean that'll be another. Let's say the 8 and 16 seed, or you know, 30 laps to go, we got a caution. 16 seed takes tires. Is the 8 seed going to be like, do I wait for another caution so I have fresher tires to beat them later? I mean, it's just going to be a race within a race.
16 little races or 8 little races.
Mhm.
Yeah, it'll be enough to make your head spin going on for sure.
Yeah. But no, I had a lot of fun at Auto Club, and definitely would like to keep it in the rotation as we move forward, as we keep working with this car moving forward in next few further seasons.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But if nobody else has anything, we're gonna take a quick break and swap over to Phoenix. So we'll put the timer back up, and we'll basically start over.
Right.
All right.
All right, so we'll be back with that in just a few minutes.